Kia ora everybody, my name is Anzac. Yeah, I've come from New Zealand and just want to share a little bit about my past. It wasn't great. You know, I just done it all. Drugs, alcohol, you know, all that sort of stuff, and roamed around with gangs and all that back home. And you know, I had a home and a house, family and all that stuff, but you know, I put all that stuff before them. Didn't realise, you know, when you lose something like that, how much you miss it and love it. But all the stuff that I've done back there, you know, sinning and just putting the bottle before them and the drugs, and you know, just about there close to joining the gang. You know, uncles and all that were over there, they were in the gang, and yeah, I just didn't know anything better until I lost everything, the house, the cars, you know, some of my friends and my partners. And when I lost that, you know, everything just, heart was just ripped out and didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go. But yeah, that was that. Really was just, didn't know what to do. And then I just picked up some clothes in a bag, chucked them in the bag, sold one of my cars, and you know, just got a ticket and jumped on a plane and ended up here. I was here for about, I don't know, 3 weeks. They're still doing the same thing, you know. Went down to the bottle store and started doing this again, smoking, and it was one Sunday I woke up and I just said to my old man, who I'm staying with now, we should just go for a drive. They're just driving around and just ended up coming down the road there. And saw the Potter's House Church here and all that stuff, and I don't know what it was, but because I was driving and the steering wheel just turned left, came into the driveway. You know, I didn't really know what was happening. The old man was looking at me funny, going, you know, what are you up to? Because my old man's been saved since '77, so he sort of knows what was happening. He came up into the driveway and I just said, oh, well, we come this far, we might as well go in and have a look. You know? And yeah, just getting towards the doors, you know, I never thought I'd just do that, just walk straight in, and yeah, as soon as the doors opened up, walked in, and you know, the brothers that were at the door, you know, shook my hand and the horse, you know, welcomed me in, and then I just carried on. And looked at the old man again and I said, oh well, I was going to sit down, I suppose, eh? See what this is all about, you know? And he goes, and he looked at me again, oh, okay. So yeah, sat down and I started feeling pretty good, you know. I actually started feeling a bit light. I don't know what it was, but it was a good feeling, you know, because it's pretty empty from when I left home to come here. Yeah, it's just sitting there, and it was Pastor Patrick Johnson, I think it was, and that was the first Sunday. Yeah, I listened to him, and yeah, when he done the altar call to come up, I just sort of stood up and I don't know, I don't know, it wasn't me that was making me walk that way. Yeah, and stood there and I was still feeling pretty good about myself and all that, and you know, it was nice and warm, and you know. Anyway, we got up there and I was standing at the back, and there was a whole lot of brothers and sisters in front of me and all that, and sort of looking up at the stage, and I saw him, you know. I just looked at him and he looked at me, and I don't know what it was, but he came through all the brothers and sisters, and while he was coming towards me, I was going like this, you know, sort of thing. What are you up to, you know? And yeah, he just came straight to me. And I was just thinking to myself, hey, there's a whole lot more other people in front of me. You know, and he spoke to me, and I don't know what it was, but what he was telling me, it was everything that I had done in my past. You know, I lost everything, and, you know, and I started, you know, as you do, sort of freaking out a little bit because I've never done this before. And I was going to myself, you know, who you been talking to, you know? And I just said, oh, you can't be talking to anybody because, you know, it's the first time I've been here. But no one knew my past and all that. And then after that, yeah, there was one person that knew my past. And that was the person that told me to tune into this place. Come into the doors, sit down, listen. You know, and that was God. And you know, my heart is healing. But you know, with the love of God, you know, because that day I asked him for forgiveness for all my sins. You know I lost a lot of things, but they were only things. But the worst thing that hurt me was losing my partner, you know, my family. But, you know, my heart is filling up again because of God. And, you know, I've totally just about, not far to go now, and I've forgotten that old Anzac, you know, I've forgotten that old past. And having God in my heart now, the things that he's done for me since I've been here, it's just been unreal. And I give him praise and I give him thanks, you know, for being alive and actually welcoming me into another family, which is here. But you know, if you've just turned up tonight, you know, welcome, because you know there's only one person that knows why you're here. You know, I didn't know why I was coming here, but I know now. You know, for me, I think it was God that told me to turn in here and walk in, and yeah. But I do thank God very much for being alive, and I'm here, and I just want to walk that path that he's got for me now, you know. So yeah, thank you very much for listening, and God bless everyone.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.